to town, looks like.
Nigel, the rupee and what it is doing is interesting, right? Because let's have the dollar rupee up on the screen. It was weak yesterday, and this, by the way, day before yesterday, oil had that 4.5% slide. And typically, the move on the currency is one is strengthening, right? I mean, the rupee would strengthen a little bit, but weaken. It fell about 10, 11 rupees, even as the market surged. And this morning, it is opening kind of flat. So we'll see where this one is headed. This is also an important kind of sentiment cue for stock markets per se. But I think we've got the management of Capri Global now joining us. Capri Global Holdings Private Limited has bought around 19 lakh shares in Fino Payments Bank. Rajesh Sharma is managing director at the company. Is joining us right now. Rajesh, great to have you with us here. Good morning. We had the management of Fino Payment Bank yesterday, and we asked them, the CFO of the company, what Capri was doing buying into Fino. They said it's largely tie-ups and, there's nothing strategic about it. It's not as if they're going, you guys, Capri is going to creep higher, require a significant holding, at least not right now. Can you tell us, I think you're the right person to put this to, what are your intentions? Market's taken note, Fino Payments Bank has jumped, the stock has jumped, but what are your intentions?
So we have bought this share not in the listed entity. These shares have been bought in our investment arm, which is from family office. And from that office, we have a separate team which identify the opportunity sometime for trading purpose, sometime for short time, sometime for long term. So I think this is part of that. And that is looked after by separate team. And I review once in a quarter. And there is no strategic intent. This is purely from the investment or trading perspective.
Hi, Mr. Sharma. But it's clearly the street has taken note of it. You have spent 45 crores in 2 days to buy these shares of Fino Payments. I'm just wondering, the investment arm, they could have gone ahead and bought 0.3% in Capri Global itself, right? That would have come to a similar amount.
So I think we are already there about 74.7%.
Yeah, I'm telling you, sir, it's 0.3%. 0.3%, the similar amount you would have spent, you would have gone to around 75%. The problem is, I'm just wondering, if there's no strategic tie-up, then you're more bullish on Fino Payments rather than the own company. Give us the rationale.
We have increased our stake, if you remember, from 55% to the current status. So it is not that we have not done that. And in our investment, we normally make investment in any company between 25 crore to 100 crore. So this is not the first time we have done it. We have done in past in many companies. We have bought the positions. We have exited sometime in profit, sometime in loss, depending on the situation. And this is what we, on regular basis, invest in the companies.
Okay, so to clear the air, you're saying there's no strategic tie-up. It's purely a trading or an investment that you have made in Fino Payments, right? The investment arm of Capri Global.
Yes, absolutely.
Will you buy more? The last 2 days you have been buying.
Depending on the price. Depending on the price and depending on how we think it. So it's difficult to say.
Okay, price has come up from the first time that you bought. Rajesh, is this a trading position or an investment position? Do you plan to hold, or you...
I think so far it is a trading position. Trading means we don't have a long-term view.
Right.
And just to clarify, we did not had any meeting with the management of Fino. We did not met them. Normally, when you do the strategic tie-up, you have round of discussions.
Right.
You enter into some sort of understanding.
Right.
And you execute some of the memorandum. So there is nothing sort of that happening.
Okay. This trading, usually, this is a family office, right? So this is your money. When you say it's a trading position, what is the time period? Do you hold usually on your books for a month, 2 months, 6 months?
Sometimes 3 months, but sometimes 6 months, but definitely less than a year.
Less than a year. So there's no strategic tie-up with Fino Payments?
Absolutely not.
And they said they were open to strategic tie-up, actually. So that's why we wanted to clear the air out there, but not with y'all. This is a pure trading position. Okay. If not, with Fino, Will you see yourself with any other payment company, some bit of a tie-up or strategic alliance, or are you fine by yourself? The listed entity, because now we're talking about the listed entity. The investment arm, we got their strategy. It's a trading position. They may or may not buy shares. But for the listed entity, what were you likely to do?
So then I would like to clarify that what we are doing in listed company is we are lending to MSME customers, which is collateralized, and average ticket size is 17 lakhs, and that we are doing through about our 150 physical branches. And same we are doing our home loan, affordable home loan through these 150 branches. We have about 300 plus branches dedicated for the gold loan, where we do the gold loan. And construction finance is done from the 5 or 6 regional offices. So this is our mainly 4 lending product. And anybody we tie up in future will be depending on who can contribute to the lead or some sort of facilitation of either client servicing or client origination on these are the segments. So I do not think that payment bank can contribute towards any of that.
Okay.
So so your question, will we open to anybody in future for tie-ups? Yes, we'll be open anybody who can in some way help us in either origination or maybe collection or maybe some other aspect.
Okay, you briefly mentioned gold as a part of your portfolio. It's very small, and you were talking about large numbers. Do you end this year with the gold AUM at around 1,000 crores?
That is the target.
1,000 crores order. It's been good speaking to you, Mr. Sharma. Things still a little wibbly wobbly, but you're pretty clear that this investment that the investment arm of Capri Global has made is purely a trading position. There's no intent out there in terms of any strategic view. So we'll hold you at that, and we'll wait by for the large trades at the end of today. Last couple of days, you've been sneaking in there. Let's see whether or not, there is more shares that you have appetite for. But as you said, depending on the price. Well, let's move on then. Let's get Mitesh back on. Mitesh, the starters in the green. Tell us what's your 9-10 call?
I'll go with the buy on HPCL with the stop